Yes, sir. What is up, people? Welcome into Overreaction Monday of the hottest sports podcast in the South, the best damn sports podcast, period. It is Centel's Intel, and I know this is going to be a jam-packed show today. We'll try to get this thing in an hour. It's a lot to talk about, a lot to react to what we saw over the weekend. I know it's going to be a crazy banana show. I know it's going to be just ridiculous things that's going to be said and commented on today, and I'm going to overreact because, that's what we do on a Monday after a football weekend. The first full weekend of NFL season wrapped yesterday. The conclusion of the week will happen tonight. Right after me, I got the Texans and the Saints, and then tonight, Denver and Oakland in the nightcap because of the ESPN doubleheader that they do to start the season every year. So those two games take place tonight, but we had a lot of NFL action yesterday. It was good. It was good to have the NFL back. It was fun. Also going to talk about the two big games in college football. There were only two games of note that were worthy to talk about, so we'll talk a little bit about that. But I know most of this show is going to be geared toward the NFL, and we got to get into some of this stuff, man. It's going to be crazy. Again, welcome into the show, Mr. No Days Off, a.k.a. the one-man dynasty, Wesley said, I apologize for that. Hey, man, we finna get it in, man. We about to get it in. This is what I like days like this. I like shows like this. These shows are the best. I should have a lot of interaction from you people today. It's going to be good. It's going to be wild. So I got my notes here. I'm just finna start going off. Like, I'm gonna go off. I tell you people, like, don't overreact, because it's like one game. Let's not get caught up in the hype. One game doesn't make a season. I tell you people that all the time, and I still believe that. But right now, damn it, I'm emotional. Damn it, I'm emotional right now. I'm gonna start in Cleveland yesterday. That's why I want to start my opening rant. That's why I want to go. And I want to talk to Baker Mayfield. And look, and you know me. I love my athletes to have bravado and moxie and talk trash and be cocky and arrogant. I love it. Here's the thing. You have to go out and perform when you talk as bold and brass as you do. Can't go out and stank up the field. Because make no mistake about yesterday's game. Browns lost because Baker Mayfield was god awful. Their defense played okay. But Baker Mayfield was terrible yesterday. By any metric, he was god awful yesterday. 25 or 38, which looks good. 285 yards, looks good. One TD, but 3 INTs. One pick six, a 27 QBR. That's on a scale of a 1 to 100. He had a 27 QBR, which was pathetic and putrid. So I have no problem with Baker Mayfield being arrogant, cocky, and all those things. But you made me look, for one game, and this is why I'm so upset. I look like a damn fool. You made me look like a damn fool yesterday. I forgot to mention you in that opening, because you should have been in that part of that opening montage that happened. I didn't have you in there. You should have been in there. That was an oversight by me. I apologize. He should have been in there. In the bad section. Yes, he should have been in there. He was bad yesterday. Browns, which, like I said, the defense played okay, but this is on Baker. They did not play well. We all knew Tennessee had a legit defense. We knew that coming to the game. So if you know anything about Tennessee, you knew they had a good defense. But at home, OBJ, Baker's talking the city up. We know the talent that's on this roster. And I knew the offensive line could be a little, was average. It wasn't a great offensive line, but I thought they could overcome the offensive line. But yesterday they couldn't overcome Baker Mayfield. Again, he was terrible. 3 INTs, 1 pick six, a 27 QBR. He was bad. He was absolutely horrible. And just bad. Bad. That's Baker Mayfield for you. Talk about him. You can talk about him more if you want to get into it. Because like I say, this first half hour, I'm going to kind of get what I want to get out out of my system. And the next half hour, I'll let you people get in with comments and phone calls, and you can react to what you saw yesterday. Another guy that made me sick yesterday, Matt Ryan. I mean, the mistakes that he makes now, been in this league 10 years? Is it 10 years now? And he's still making rookie, first, second year quarterback mistakes. He's still doing those things. They look lifeless. The Falcons look. I'm talking about the Falcons, of course, not just Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was bad. 2 interceptions. The one he threw on the goal in the red zone was tedious. They look lifeless, not prepared, and that kind of falls on Dan Quinn. So, how hot is Dan Quinn's seat right now? Because they didn't look prepared. And much like the Browns, and this is why I'm kind of upset. I picked the Falcons to win the NFC South, and once I see them play yesterday, I'm like, okay, this is not the team that I picked, and it just bugs me how they continue not to involve Julio Jones in the offense. It just boggles my mind why he's not in on red zone situations. I just don't understand. I don't get it. But they're a mess. That was a mess yesterday. First game of the season. I don't want to get too carried away about what I saw yesterday, but they were terrible. They were awful, bad. In Minnesota, so check out this stat line for Kirk Cousins yesterday. 8 of 10. That's right. He threw 10. He threw 10 passes yesterday for 98 whole yards, and you lost to that. The Falcons lost to a quarterback who didn't even throw for 100 yards yesterday. That's what happened. They lost to a quarterback who didn't even throw for 100 yards yesterday. So that was bad. That was bad. The Falcons were bad. Matt Ryan was bad. Dan Quinn was bad. And Kirk Cousins threw for 98 yards. It's very apparent that the Minnesota Vikings have a game plan. We're not gonna let Kirk Cousins beat us. they don't want Kirk Cousins to beat them. They don't. Continuing with the bad, the nightcap last night, Steelers at Patriots. And if you know the history of this so-called rivalry, the Patriots won. Blasted them. 33 to didn't allow a touchdown. Ben was bad. They couldn't run they held the Pittsburgh Steelers to 32 yards rushing. Now I was told that Antonio Brown, that Le'Veon Bell were the problem. I was told that. That's what I was made to believe, that Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell were the problem. I was made to believe that. That's what I was told. They told me the locker room is the best it's ever been. It's peaceful, kumbaya. Went out and got smoked by the defending champion. Got clobbered. And much like the Browns and the Falcons, I picked the Steelers to make the playoffs. And they got embarrassed. Embarrassed. All of those things. Embarrassed, ramrodded, all the words you want to use. They were bad. Again, like I say, no touchdowns, but a bunted Pittsburgh Steelers offense with a Hall of Fame quarterback and a top tier receiver, and which Juju Welcome. Welcome to the world of number one receivers. You found out what it's like to be a number one receiver, especially against a Bill Belichick's defense who's not going to let you get off because he's going to take you away. So welcome to wanting to have, I want to be the number one guy. Welcome. You had your introduction last night to wanting to be a number one. So welcome. So now I told you that's the bad. That was the bad. Okay, here was the ugly. Here's the ugly. The Miami Dolphins. I told you, me and my brother, we told you people that last week that Miami was clearly tanking, clearly in rebuild mode, definitely not trying to win football games. And yesterday, they go out and get beat 59-10 by the Baltimore Ravens. And I'll talk about just a second. But the Dolphins, and my brother mentioned it last week, the veteran guys have got to be not wanting to be there, and it has come out that those guys have asked to be traded or whatnot. But you knew when you saw this roster, once they started trading their players, that they were not trying to win. It's clear as day that they are tanking. It is obvious that they are tanking. Now, the owner's not going to tell you that. The GM's not going to tell you that. The coach is certainly not going to tell you that. The players are not going to say we're trying to lose. But the roster is garbage. It is a upper tier college football program right now. That's what's out there. This is the equivalent of a Major League Baseball team's minor league team. This is what this is. This is a minor league football team. That's what they are. You typically don't see this in the NFL because, like, again, I said last week, the one thing about the NFL, it is a parity league. So you don't see teams trying to suck per se in the league. Not much like the NBA, which you see tanking all the time. You don't see this in the NFL. And so to see it is unbelievable now. And they just get 59 points to a Ravens offense. Now we'll find out more about this offense later on, but you don't think of Ravens and think offense. And they're going to play better offenses throughout this season. They're going to play better offenses. And what was that? What was that? That was pathetic. 59-10. That's why I put that at ugly. That was ugly. All right, let's get to some of the good. Let's get to some of the good from yesterday. That same game, Lamar Jackson, 5 TD passes, throwing from the pocket. They told me it couldn't be done. I was made to believe that he couldn't play quarterback. That's what I was told. Even though he had played quarterback his whole entire life, Pop Warner, T-ball, middle school, high school, college, won a Heisman, and he was told it by certain people that shouldn't play quarterback. He should change positions. Could you imagine? Being quarterback your whole life, going to a big-time college program, playing against big-time college programs, winning a Heisman Trophy, and then the following year you put up equally great numbers, and then being told you should move position. I mean, really? So, shout out to Lamar Jackson. I don't know if that's going to continue. I mean, I don't know 5 TD passes every game. but I know he has the ability to be an NFL quarterback. He's thrived at every level. He's played it at every level and been successful at every level. So I'm not surprised that he can play quarterback. 1 year in the league, won all season, full all season at the starter. Sky's the limit. So shout out to Lamar. Oh, shout out to Lamar Jackson yesterday. Great performance. Great performance. Great performance. Talk about the Patriots a little bit. Talk about them because I talked about the Steelers in the bad part of this program. They were great yesterday defensively. I mean, they were just stifling. 32 yards on the ground. They held the Steelers to under 300 yards of total offense. I mean, it was just a great performance. Brady 24, 36, 341, 3 TDs, no INTs. Philip Dorsett, people. Philip Dorsett, by many accounts, is a bust, people. He's a bust. Gets to New England, and now he's scoring 2 touchdowns on opening night of the NFL season. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. The system, the way the Patriots develop players, it is unmatched. They are the most prepared team in NFL history. I've ran all the superlatives for Brady, for Belichick, this organization. It is, you can speak on the stuff that happened early in the run, the dynasty, Spygate, Deflategate, which was stupid. The ball was stupid, had nothing to do with winning a game. You can go on all that because let me tell you something. If they did do that and were doing that, then everybody else should be doing it too. You need to be doing that too. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Any way to get a leg up on a competition, I'm with that. Now, against the rules, no. But all the way to pushing the envelope, trying to get an upper hand against the competition, I'm for it. I'm for it, people. I'm all for that. Like, I'm all for that. Get as much information you can. I'm for that. The Patriots are just outstanding, man. They were just outstanding. But perhaps, I don't think perhaps, I know, without a shadow of a doubt, the most impressive performance yesterday by a player, team. Wait for it, people. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I don't know how good the Giants are going to be defensively. They probably won't be a good football team. But that Cowboy offense looked like the Cowboy offense that I thought it would look like, that led me to pick them. This is my good, because this is my good part. Well, my good pick, because the other ones in the previous mentions were not good yesterday. This team, exactly the team that I picked, go to Super Bowl 54. And this is a reason. This roster is absolutely loaded. It's loaded. And if you can't see that, and if you couldn't see it, it's called hate. So get the hate out your heart. It's loaded. Offensive line is good. The back is elite. The receiving core is really, really good. Going on great. The quarterback is getting better, just like I thought he would get better. Yesterday, he had a perfect passer rating. Dak Prescott had a perfect passer rating yesterday of 158, a 97.4 QBR on a scale of 1 to 100. Career high 4 TDs, career high 405 yards passing, 25 of 32. They put up almost 500 yards worth of offense on division rival. So despite the Giants may not be good, but on that stage, 4 o'clock afternoon game, everybody's watching. Want to see what Dak's gonna do. He hasn't signed his contract, so we know what the word was going in. So we knew what the situation was. Knew what the situation was going in. Knew what it was. And for him to play like that, it's crazy. I was thoroughly impressed with how well he played yesterday. I thought there would be some improvement, and he'll continue to grow. And I said this. That don't change my previous position that I wouldn't have paid him $30 million was very fair above market contract. So that don't change my previous position. But I told you last week when I picked him to go to the Super Bowl, the roster is loaded, defense is really good, running game is there, and that will improve. So all that has to be is above average to good to win with this roster. This roster is that good. I got worry about to say this a little bit, maybe some D tackle depth, but everywhere else, I am not at all worried about this team. Not at all. They were tremendous yesterday. Dak was as well. So I want to talk about him just a little bit. We were running down the actual scoreboard yesterday. Scoreboard of NFL games. I got some exclusive information. I got an exclusive video. I got some for you guys. I got something you might want to hear. News into the inside building. I got some exclusive feed, some news feed. Might want to watch this. Got something real quick. The Thursday night game with Packers and Bears. Packers win 10-3. The Eagles come back yesterday after starting slow, beat the Redskins. Deshaun Jackson like he never left Philadelphia. 2 long touchdown receptions from Carson Wentz. 32-27 Eagles. I mentioned the Vikings over the Falcons, 28-12. Titans all over the Browns, 43-18. Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Big news out of that game. Unbelievably, Nick Foles, while throwing a touchdown pass, broke his clavicle, which is collarbone. So the Chiefs beat the Jags 40-26, but Nick Foles is out for the foreseeable future. Mention the Ravens over the Dolphins 59-10. The Bills come back late, score touchdowns late in the fourth quarter to come back and beat the Jets 17-16. In an entertaining game, the Rams beat the Panthers in Charlotte. A game that went the Rams led most of the way. The Panthers had a furious comeback, fall just a little short. Chargers over the Colts without Andrew Luck, 30-24. Austin Eckler filling in for Melvin Gordon, 3 total TDs. He was good yesterday. Seahawks over the Bengals, 21-20. Kyler Murray in the Arizona Cardinals tied. That's not the worst in a tie, right? Tied with the Detroit Lions after sparking a hell of a second half comeback where they trail double digits. He gets it tied on a last minute drive in regulation. They both make field goals in the overtime, and the game ends in a 27-27 tie. But Kyler played horrible. First half he looked horrible. Second half he played a Cowboys over the Giants 35-17. It was my 49ers over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31-17, picking off Jameis Winston 3 times, including 1 pick six. And the Patriots were all over the Steelers 33-3. Those are your games so far in the NFL. One, we have 2 games tonight. Texans at Saints and Broncos at Raiders. Should be interesting development there. But hey, I've told you I have this. I have an exclusive video. Of Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott talking about, his new deal. I've obtained this information. This is actually Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, right out.
I want my new contract, but I like you. Yes, I like you, Jerry. My wife likes you. You're good to my wife. I will stay with you.
That's great. I'm very happy.
Are you listening?
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do for you. God bless you, Jerry. But this is what you're gonna do for me. You listen? Jerry?
Yeah, what can I do for you, Ron? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family matter. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah, I mean that is exclusive video right there. That is exclusive video of Dak Prescott right after the Giants game talking to Jerry Jones. So apparently he wants him to show him the money. So Jerry, clearly the man he wants his money. Show the man his money. That's that was Dak Prescott talking to Jerry Jones right after the game yesterday. All right, what we're gonna do is take a quick break. Middle of the show, middle of the break, and we're gonna come back. I want phone calls, I want comments on our Overreaction Monday right here on the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period. Centel's Intel. I'm your host, the One Man Dynasty, aka Mr. No Days Off. So take this break. I'll come back. I want to hear from you guys on Cowboys, Steelers, Patriots, Eagles, all of those teams, everything from the world of sports in the weekend. I want to hear from you people. So do not go anywhere. I will be right back. Yes, sir, and we're back, man. Welcome back to the Sports Podcast. Centel's Intel. I'm just saying, if you guys, before the break, I played the exclusive video of Dak Prescott talking to Jerry Jones right after the Giants game. That is, I received that video. I'll play it later. This is, I'm in the know. I'm in the know, man. Don't ask how I got this information, but I got this information. Don't ask me how I got it. It's not your business. Okay? My sources be revealed. But this is the second half of the program. I'm telling you, this is your part of the program. This is your part. Phone calls, comments, questions, all that good stuff right here, right this time. And I'm gonna just kind of go through the two college games this weekend. But feel free to call in and talk about the football that you saw over the weekend. Saturday we had two ranked versus ranked matchups, two big time ranked versus ranked matchups in college football. It was number 1 Clemson against the number 12 Texas A&M Aggies from Death Valley. Clemson wins handily 24-10. A very, very late touchdown by A&M. Otherwise, they pitched basically a shutout against A&M. Clemson's offense was just so-so. They were so-so, but at no point did they feel threatened. So this is more of a defensive effort. I'm giving Clemson defensively the props on this. They held the Aggies to 289 yards of offense. And remember now, last year Kelly Mond threw for 400 yards in the same game, and this year they D'd him up. He was god awful. Shout out to some of the key defensive players: Hayburn Wallace, Chad Smith, Isaiah Simmons, Kendricks. So they did a hell of a job. Trevor Lawrence played just like I said, just okay. He didn't wow you. 268 yard passing. They only had 121 yards as a team on it. They didn't run it that well. The backup, Jalen Dixon, he was good. Jalen Dixon was really good yesterday. Saturday. So Clemson beats A&M 24-10 up in Del Valle. And then the nightcap was the number 6 LSU Tigers took on the number 9 Texas Longhorns from Austin. LSU wins 45-38. Story of the game has to be the improvement and just the overhaul of the LSU offense. I don't even recognize who these people are. I don't know who I don't know who these people are. I've never seen LSU this aggressive. Never seen LSU this more wide open, this more spread. And it's all thanks to Joe Burrow. He was sensational Saturday. 31 of 39, 471 yards. They had 3 receivers that go over 100 yards receiving yards. One guy scored 3 touchdowns. They had almost 600 yards of offense. They only had the ball for 26 minutes. And they gave up a ton of yards. You're going to do that. And it's that Big 12 conference because they're going to throw the ball around a lot. And plus they were behind. So you're going to give them some big numbers. But that was one of the most impressive performances I've seen from an LSU team in a long time. And that's my good. You see, that's part of the good because I picked LSU, to get to the Final Four. So that was good because last week I lost Oregon, but I also picked to go to the Final Four. So that was bad. So, but LSU looked really good. I'm really impressed. They definitely, if this offense can continue to play like this, roll like this, they can definitely contend SEC, not only the SEC, but also championship. So now let me look to my right and see comments and questions, and I need phone calls. Biggest disappointment, Browns or Steelers? I'm gonna go Browns. See disappointment for me is if you have expectations. See, when the Steelers play the Patriots, I have no expectations. The expectations are the Steelers gonna get their ass kicked. So I have no expectations when the Steelers play the Patriots. I knew they were gonna lose. But the Browns, Baker's been talking all season. Get OBJ. Know how they finished the season. I just thought this is a new era of Browns football. And I was more disappointed in Baker than I was the actual Browns because like I said, the defense played okay. They didn't give up 300 yards of offense, so they played very well. But I'm not disappointed in the Steelers because I expect the Steelers to get the hell beat out them when they play the Patriots. I'm sorry, that's just exactly what I expect. So they got exactly the treatment that I thought they would get. Speaking of, I'm glad you asked that because I had a poll question up today. Who was the most disappointing NFL team of yesterday? Falcons was a right end for me, but and the two choices were the Browns and Steelers. Right now, the poll is going to end in about 10 minutes. Right now, it looks like the Browns are leading at this very moment, but there were a couple of votes for the Falcons because they were bad yesterday. They were very disappointed as well. But right now, it looks like it's the Browns. Will be in 10 minutes. I'm sorry. So I'm glad you brought that question up because I failed to mention about the Centel's Intel poll question that is up on the Best Damn Sports Podcast page on Facebook. So if you haven't checked the page out, get over there and check it out. If you haven't liked the page, get over there and like it. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what I can improve at it. We love to hear. We love to hear from you people. So. Right now, just waiting on some phone calls, some comments. What a like I say, first weekend of college NFL season. Had a lot going on. Lot to dive into. And tonight we have a fun game tonight. Houston and New Orleans. Deshaun Watson against Drew Brees. In the nightcap, we'll have Denver and Oakland. God knows what to expect from Oakland after the. I mean, it's been just insane, right? It's been insane, right? Been crazy what has happened in Oakland. Antonio Brown situation. They were on Hard Knocks. The Broncos got Joe Flacco, so we should see what the offense look like with him now at the helm. They think they've thought they've been a quarterback away since Peyton Manning left. Brock Osweiler didn't work. Paxton Lynch was drafted. It didn't work. They brought in Case Keenum last year. He was bad. So now we are on the Joe. They are on the Joe Flacco. So maybe this could turn the offense around. They got some playmakers out. They got a few playmakers out there. Cortland Sutton and Emmanuel Sanders, like Philip Lindsay. The defense is they have still got Von Miller, and then you got Bradley Chubb. They brought in Bradley Chubb last year, so you still got two legit stud DNs. Chris Harris Jr., one of the top cornerbacks in the league. So I expect the defense to still be okay, but it's about this offense for the Broncos. Texans brought, last week they went and got Laramie Tunsil. It's got to shore up that offensive line. It has been freaking just pathetic. This offensive line has been pathetic. That's the word I'm using. It has been pathetic. So hopefully they can shore it up. They did bring in Duke Johnson because Lamar Miller's out for the season. They brought in Duke Johnson over the offseason. Maybe he can help spark the running game. They traded for Carlos Hyde too, so I don't know what to expect out of the running game. They haven't had one since Deshaun's really been there. They haven't had an offensive line or a running game. Guy got sacked 68 times last year. That is just insane. Nobody 68 times. That is crazy. You're gonna have another Andrew Luck situation if you keep allowing your quarterback to get sacked 68 times a season. It just won't. It won't happen. It will not work. And it'd be interesting to see New Orleans. No Mark Ingram. So can Alvin Kamara kind of be a featured back? Michael Thomas got all that money. Drew Brees, I thought I saw a little bit of decline last year in him. Second half of the season, you look at his numbers, were not as good as the first half. People are gonna think I'm talking crazy, but saw a little bit of a decline in Drew Brees. So I do want to see how Drew Brees look and the Saints defense at home against the Texans. Remember, Texans just traded Jadeveon Clowney, so he's nicely out. Marcus Banks says Wentz looked MVP caliber. Just looked like he was walking it to looked like walk it to him Wentz, they called him. Them two throws to Deshaun Jackson. It's like Deshaun Jackson never left Philadelphia. It's like he never left. Like this guy can still flat out run by people. Like he can still get behind people. And he got a guy who can absolutely launch that, who can put it out there on him too. Those two throws he made yesterday to him, those was deep shots. He put it on him. He can stretch the field. Alshon, big body receiver, possession receiver. Zach Ertz, one of the better tight ends in the league. This offense is potent. This offense, except for the running back, is equivalent to Dallas' offense. But that's the difference. That running back is key, especially in late season, cold weather, when it's time to run the ball. Right now, it's going to be offenses dominate for the most part early on. And, running backs start to earn their money when it gets colder and you're not throwing 50 passes a game. So, difference. But I thought, they started off slow. I thought that the Eagles started off really slow yesterday. They did. How about them Cowboys? I spoke about the Cowboys briefly, man. I spoke about the Cowboys early in the show. You missed it, man. I praised that. I praised that Prescott.
I want my new contract.
And I played this clip.
I like you. Yes, I like you, Jerry.
I got this clip right here. This is exclusive video. This is a SI exclusive right here. I obtained this video of Dak Prescott talking to Jerry Jones after the game. I got this video. This is video of Dak Prescott talking to Jerry Jones immediately following the Giants game. I got this video. I played it in the first segment. I'm gonna play it again because I want you to know I praised Dak Prescott. He looked outstanding. It was the best game I've ever seen him play in the NFL, especially statistically. This is the best game ever. But this is Dak Prescott immediately following the Giants Cowboy game yesterday on the phone with Jerry Jones. I got this video.
I want my new contract, but I like you. Yes, I like you, Jerry. My wife likes you. You're good to my wife. I will stay with you.
That's great. I'm very happy.
Are you listening?
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do for you. God bless you, Jerry. But this is what you're gonna do for me. You listen, Jerry?
Yeah, what can I do for you, Ron? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family matter. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just wanna make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
I got that video. Don't ask me how I got that video, but I got it. That was Dak Prescott talking to Jerry Jones immediately following the Giants game. I mean, that was awesome. Who looked worse yesterday, Jameis Winston or Baker Mayfield? Woo. Both lost. Both threw 3 picks. Both threw 1 pick 6. Whew. Man, who looked worse? Whew. Be a tie? Could it be a tie? Could it be a tie? They were bad. They were both bad yesterday. They were horrible. 3 picks apiece. 1 pick 6. They both lost. I would say Baker looked the worst because, again, expectation dictates certain things. I know Jameis Winston has a history of throwing 3 picks a game. I know he has a history of throwing interceptions. So I'm not really surprised by him turning the football over that much. I was shocked how bad Baker played yesterday. I was really surprised. I know Tennessee has a really good defense. They do. They have a really, really outstanding defense. I was just really surprised how bad Baker played. I really was. We want to get in. Phone call 864-378-5943. 864-378-5943. We have about 7, a little after 7. Texans and Saints at 7:10. So I'll be gone before they kick off. So if you want to get in, 864-378-5943. Question, comments, Overreaction Monday. A lot of NFL action. Had 2 really good games in college football this weekend. Whatever you want to talk about in the world of sports. Most impressive rookie, week 1. Hollywood was nice. And I'm not taking nothing from Hollywood, but he's dependent on his quarterback. Hollywood was great. You know, that's the most electrifying performance. But I was more impressed with Kyler Murray. I mean, he stuck it up. He had like 34 yards passing at one point in the first half, and you're like, okay, because I've been down on him. I'm down on him, so that's why I say that, because I don't think he's gonna make it work, and you know, it still might not work. But I was more impressed with him because could have been easily for him to fold it up yesterday. They were down double digits in the fourth quarter. He finds a way to come back, tie the game on a late winning drive. That was impressive as hell for a rookie quarterback. And then he got the field goal in overtime. He got the field goal. His defense couldn't hold it, but you know, those last 3 or 4 drives from Hollywood, that was pressure. That was clutch. So I was impressed with Kyler, but Hollywood Brown. I mean, the greatest name, the best name in sports right now. Hollywood Brown. I love it. I love Hollywood Brown. I thought he was outstanding yesterday. So yeah. 864-378-5943. You're watching Centel's Intel, the best damn sports podcast, period. I'm live on YouTube. Started the show about an hour early tonight because we got a Monday night football doubleheader. So I gotta get out of here before Monday night football gets on. We had a fun show. I told you about the bad Baker Mayfield Browns, Big Ben and the Steelers, Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Tell you about the ugly, the Miami Dolphins. It just looked like a damn expansion team. The good, Lamar Jackson, 5 TDs. With Brown. Tom Brady was great yesterday. 3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards passing. Philip Dorsett was really, really good yesterday. Deshaun Jackson was good. Tennessee Titans were good. Also, and then of course the best performance of the day I saw yesterday by a player or a team, Dallas Cowboys. They look like a machine. It's gonna be tough. You got to deal with that. That's a problem. You load that box up, or it's gonna kill you. You drop 7 in coverage. Zeke gonna eat. This gonna be a problem. Cobb running in that slot gonna be a problem. Michael Gallup is emerging into a bona fide stud. This offense is, as long as the quarterback doesn't screw it up, this offense is gonna be hard to stop. Will Antonio Brown be a counselor for the Patriots? No. I'm just kidding. No, of course not. He's not going. This is his last shot, and it's obvious that he orchestrated this whole move. Everyone knows the Patriots tried to trade for Antonio Brown in the offseason, but the Steelers didn't want to trade him in conference. A rival to a rival. I don't know why a rival. You gotta beat it. You have to beat the team. You have to beat them sometimes to be called a rival, right? You have to literally beat the team to be called a damn rival. Pittsburgh doesn't beat them. They're not a rival. But anyway, they didn't want to trade him to the Patriots. I get that. Obviously, you don't want to trade. They already beaten you. I mean, you're going to trade the best player, top receiver to the damn Patriots? No. So this move seemed like it was calculated and rehearsed and all of that to get to the Patriots. Tom Brady signed off on it. Wanted the man to stay at his house. This all seems like a big, elaborate plan. It does. He's going to fall in line. He knows that if he doesn't fall in line, he misses opportunity. The ultimate goal is to win a chip. He sees this as a chance. I can go win a championship. Now, what's going to be the problem when he's not getting 8, 9, 10 targets a game? Because he's not going to get 8, 9, 10 targets a game. That's not the Patriots system. Their offense is designed to go where the open guy is at, where the progression takes you to. They don't force feed. They don't force feed receivers. So how does he handle that? But I think the guy's, crazy like a fox. He's crazy like a fox. We looking like this guy acting a plum fool, acting a damn nut, and all of these things that we won't say about Antonio Brown. But he went from one of the worst run franchises to the best run franchise with the greatest quarterback of all time, with the greatest coach of all time, and the defending world champions. So, who's the dummy in this situation? So, I think he definitely falls in line, especially given that his contract is on a year-to-year basis. He'll adjust to the Patriot way. Welcome into the program, Zentel, 864-378-5943. Overreaction Monday. We had a hell of a show. I knew it was going to be booming today. Poll results are in. I asked you which NFL team was the most disappointing yesterday. Browns or Steelers. Browns win with 52% of the vote. Falcons running up the rear. They had a low total. They was a right in, but they had to be on there because they were very disappointed too. All three of those teams I picked to make the playoffs, by the way. Two on the win division. So I feel disappointed because I picked those teams. They all was right. But it's one game. That's why we call it Overreaction Monday. We also talked about the Clemson and Texas A&M game yesterday. Pretty good. Clemson dominated. Were never really threatened. That's how good Clemson is. They played their B game. They played a B game Saturday. And were never threatened. They played a B game yesterday. Travis Livingston says the Browns the most disappointed. He said the Browns were most disappointed. So another vote for the Browns. They won the poll question. The poll has closed, but people are still submitting those disappointed. Browns were disappointing because they were really people. Did you hear? The Tice Delaney Walker yesterday quoting the late Denny Green with the we thought they are who we thought they were. I thought that was awesome because we have crowned them, which just division champs for me. And the roster is talented. The roster is on par with a lot of rosters, except for the offensive line. But skill position wise, they have a loaded roster. If you keep the thing that I'm noticing this year, and I brought it up last week, loaded rosters. Look at these talented teams. They are loaded rosters. Just talented roster. The Patriots probably have the least talented roster, but it's loaded because they had the best coach in the world. And they got the greatest quarterback of all time leading it. And it's just so organized and so well prepared And now you add Antonio Brown with Josh Gordon, Julian Edelman, and the emergence of Philip Dorsett. And now you're going to have a problem with that because you can't. Who you going to leave one-on-one? Who you going to shade coverage to? You try to shade coverage over to Antonio, you leave Josh Gordon one-on-one. If you shade over to Josh Gordon, you leave it one-on-one. Antonio Brown, Edelman is in the middle of the field causing all kind of havoc. Then if you want to play coverage, they can turn around and hand this on to Michelle, Rex Burkhead. They can still throw it in the flat to James White. I mean, some of these teams right now. Some of these teams, hey, I promise you, Cowboy fans. Get that. I promise you, Cowboy fan, I will have a Cowboy helmet. I'm working on that. I was supposed to actually have that for the season started. I'm disappointed in myself because I did supposed to have a Cowboy helmet. Especially after I picked them to go to the Super Bowl last week. I should definitely have a Cowboy helmet this week. But, you know, missed no days off. I haven't had a day off. So that's it. I didn't have a day off to go do it. So, but there will be a helmet up here for the Cowboys. I promise you, Cowboy fan, there will be a helmet. And I'll get a few more and mix them in. Yeah, Cowboys was outstanding. I told you the best performance I've seen yesterday was by a team of players was the Cowboys. They were great yesterday. Now we don't know how good the Giants gonna be, but this ain't about the Giants. This is not about the Giants. It's about the Cowboys. It's not about the Giants. It's about the Cowboys. And I told you, I played video earlier of Dak talking to Jerry. He plain and simple. Apparently, he wants Jerry to show him the money. I mean, right? That's what he wants. He wants Jerry to show him the money. So I need Jerry to show the man the money. Show him his money. Thoughts on Cam Newton yesterday. Didn't look good at all. Missed a lot of throws. That's nothing new. He's very inconsistent. He's very erratic. When he's on, he's on. But his whole career, he's been like that. Up and down. He misses throws. He sail throws. Those that people feed. This is nothing new. They never had an elite offensive line. They got a great running back right now. This team need an elite offensive line, a legit number one receiver, and they got the running game. But Cam's always been like that. He's a football player. He's more so a football player. He's gonna do whatever it takes to win football games. Whether it's running, it doesn't always look pretty. He's just never gonna be a guy who's gonna complete 65% of the passes. He's just never gonna be that guy. That's just not. I think the MVP, yeah, he might have did that, but other than that, yeah, if you look at his numbers, he's just up and down with the passer rate, up and down with the completion percentage. That's just who he is. I've watched so many Cam Newton games throughout the years. I'm just used to watching Cam fall back on his back foot, throw bad. I'm used to it. So selling throws, this is nothing new. I'm not disappointed because I'm used to it. I don't know what team you're referring to that's talented, disappointed. Yeah, Cam ain't improved. I mean, Cam hasn't really improved as a thrower of the ball. He hasn't. At the same time, Carolina haven't gave the man a running game, elite offensive line, a top flight receiver. He's never had a top flight receiver, so we don't really know. I mean, the best year he had Ted Ginn was his best receiver. Nobody's ever gonna say Ted Ginn your best. Ted Ginn should never be your best receiver. Ted Ginn should never be your best receiver. At best, he should be your third best receiver ever. And he had him, and they went to the Super Bowl. And so you gotta give credit where credit is due. Cam with the Super Bowl. I think that was more of a flash, and I don't think I can't see him getting back there again until they can show up this offensive line, get the man a legit. All these teams go out and getting these top flight receivers, and the Carolina Panthers standing pat and just hoping that Curtis Samuel turns into something. DJ Moore turns into something. Greg Olsen's been their best receiver for 6 seasons now. He's an old man. So they haven't done Cam. They haven't done Cam any favors in Carolina. And I've been harping on that for years now. And it hasn't changed at all. So that's how I see that. Absolutely. I talked about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was garbage. I talked about Atlanta's offense. It is too good to play as bad as they played yesterday. 12 points. Matt Ryan threw 2 picks, one of which was down in the red zone, which was horrible. I've seen it before. I talked about him at nauseum at the beginning of the program. You missed it. I talked about Matt Ryan. They were very disappointing yesterday. If you look at the opening of the show, it's got the good, the bad, and the ugly. I meant to mention Baker Mayfield in that montage. So if you don't see Baker, that was a mishap by me. But Matt Ryan's face is definitely on the bad part. He was bad yesterday. game. I don't care about 300 yards because those are late garbage yards. I don't care about that. They lost a team yesterday with a quarterback threw for a grand total of 98 yards. The Falcons lost to a team yesterday with a quarterback threw for a grand total of 98 yards on 10 attempts. Oh yeah, I told you. I know people. See, I can't talk about my teams in a certain light on this show because I have to show objectivity. That's what I'm about. But I told you last week on the show that the 49ers roster is really good, especially defensively. The players they've gotten. I mean, Forrest Buckner's a stud. I mean, he's coming to his own. You still got Solomon Thomas there. You still got Armstead still there. They bring in Nick Bosa. Warren Alexander, Fred Warner is a great linebacker already. Secondary is really young, but they coming along. This defense has talented players on it. So I'm not surprised by him defensively yesterday. Jameis Winston is a turnover machine, but I'm not surprised. And then Quan got kicked out of the game in the first quarter for a legal hit that the NFL is about to make me. That's a different. You know what? That's another subject for another day. But I can talk about NFL rules. It's just becoming it's stupid. It's just dumb. You throw a play out of the game for a legal hit. Really? I mean, gotta stop. What are we doing? What are we doing? But I'm here for a few more minutes. What we got? Oh, 6 few more minutes. 3, 4, 5 minutes or so. 864-378-5943. 864-378-5943. Other has some phone calls. This is the day to get them phone calls in. Thursday's not, I can get some phone calls on Thursday, but Monday I leave the show for you people. First half I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and then the next half of the show I just want to leave for you people. I want you people to tell me what you thought about yesterday's action because it's so much, in the world in the NFL yesterday. So, and from college football this weekend. I mean, you don't have to be NFL, be college as well. We've talked about a lot of stuff on here, today. Yeah, I agree, Trav. Like I said, I can't talk about my team on the show because if I talk about my team on the show, people say I'm showing favoritism. I'm just looking through those lenses, not looking at it objectively. So I try to maintain as much objectivity as I can on this program. Why you never hear me talk? I never really talk about my teams on this show. And when it comes to picking games, I don't even pick no games. I'll just reserve the right not to pick games. I'll break it down, give you keys. But I won't pick the games because I don't want that to cloud people's judgment. I'm just this guy. Like I want to be objective. That's how I like the coach. I mean, Jacoby Brissett is very serviceable, and if their offensive line is their strength now, they have a good offensive line. Now, can he make some of the throws that Luck made? I don't think so. But they can run the ball. They ran it yesterday down a good Chargers defense, which is a blueprint now for the Chargers. Last 2 times we've seen the Chargers defense, they have got their butts cut up in the run game. New England ran all over them. Now, yesterday the Colts, Marlon and Mack went bananas yesterday against them. So the Colts have a foundation. They have a great offensive line. The quarterback to be determined. So he's not elite like Andrew Luck. He's, but can he get to just being good, above average? They have enough playmakers on the outside that he can help him. And defensively, they still pretty good. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, but I agree. I think the Colts are still okay with Jacoby Brissett. Oh yes, come back. They were trailing. They were trailing them to the Chargers. Got up on them early. They come fighting all the way back. Like I said, Marlon Mack had a hell of a day yesterday. I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but he had 150 yards rushing yesterday. He was great. He was outstanding yesterday. He was outstanding yesterday. He was great. But 4 more minutes. I'm going to stay. You're watching the best damn sports podcast, period. The hottest sports podcast in the South. This is Centel's Intel. I'm your host, the One Man Dynasty, a.k.a. Mr. No Days Off, Wesley Centel. I am in the building. This is an Overreaction Monday. What did you see? What did you think? Who's the worst team in the world right now? Who's the best team in the world right now? I already know NFL circles. I know my fan base that watches this show. I have a ton of Cowboy fans, so I know today what they're thinking. I know today they're already thinking Super Bowl 54. Here we come. I already know they think about the parade. I know how they think. I know how these people work. I'm telling you, I can't even. Just calm down a little bit. It's week 1. You stay the course, maintain the focus, and injuries always can derail anything. Injuries, we saw it with the Warriors last year. That's why I ain't painting the Patriots as the Super Bowl champions. Injuries can derail anything. There's no guarantees, no certainties. But there's about a handful of NFL teams that we know. A handful of teams that are legit Super Bowl type teams. We know who they are. We know who they are. I picked the Texans to win the AFC South last week. Titans good, and the defense was top 5 last year, top 3 in total defense. I'm not mistaken. But Marcus Mariota in his 5th season, I know what he is right now. He's just like James Winston. He a good game. He played good yesterday. He'll play bad next week or the week after that. Good, bad. Don't have a legit number 1 receiver. I know Corey Davis is supposed to be coming along. He hasn't really quite developed into the guy he thought he was. But the defense, which has no household names, maybe Malcolm Butler, they get after you. They get after you. They got some studs on that defense, and it was top, like I say, top 3 last year. They defensively, they good. I don't trust the offense. I like Derrick Henry a lot, but I don't. You can load the box. Do you trust Mariota can beat you on the outside with some of the guys they have at receiver? I'm not buying. Power rankings. Chiefs 1, Cowboys, Patriots, or Green Bay. Vikings 5. Nah, I wouldn't have it. That's a good. I would go Cowboys. I would go Cowboys, Pats, Chiefs. This off yesterday because you do it. Power rankings are weekly, and then my power rankings will be out. I start doing mine by week 8. I get halfway through the season. I have a power rankings every Thursday. Every Thursday I'll have a power ranking. That's how I do mine. You'll see mine. I start mine during the 8th week of the season. After the 8th week, I'll start doing my power ranking. Right now, I'll go Cowboys, Pats, Chiefs. That would be my top 3. I haven't really thought about it a lot. Cowboys, Pats, Chiefs, Eagles. Ravens. No. You know what? No. I would go Titans. I had Titans in the top 5. I would have Titans in the top 5 because that's all 1 week and how impressive a team look. That's how the power rankings work. So that's what I would have. Yeah, and Jamie's playing for that money too. Both them boys in their 5th year. We talked about that last week. How cannot believe them boys in their 5th year already, and but they haven't accomplished anything. So we shall see what Mariota does. I got the Titans in the AFC South. Jameis will not be with the Bucks next year. He'll be a journeyman quarterback the rest of his career. It's over. Yeah, I had the Titans over the Ravens. They played a better team. The Ravens played a damn expansion team. Make no mistake about it. The Dolphins are an expansion team. The Ravens played an expansion team yesterday. All right, we've come to the witching hour. I'm gonna get out of here. 7:05. Kickoff is at 7:10. So I'm gonna get out. I really appreciate all the feed. This is what I like. This is what I need right here every Monday on Overreaction Monday. I need all this content, all this comments, questions. I need all of this feedback. This is what I need on a Monday show. I love it. Need phone calls too, but I'll take this too. I love this. So appreciate everybody tuning in, watching, commenting. Everything was awesome today. You know what this is. This is Centel's NFL, the hottest sports podcast in the South, the best damn podcast, period. I will see you guys. When will I see you guys? See you guys. Maybe Thursday. If it is, it'll be early Thursday. Not. I hate doing a Friday show. We'll figure that out. I will let you know. Check on the Best Damn Sports Podcast page for that information. Check out the show for clips of this show on the Best Damn Sports Podcast page over on Facebook. For the one and only, the One Man Dynasty, Mr. No Days Off, Wesley Centel. This has been Centel's Intel. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you for everybody commenting. I will see you guys next time. I am out.
I got the horses in the back. Horse stock is attached. Head is matted black.